All right, man. We is live. Man, I don't know why this is kind of laggy. Maybe because it's dark. But I need to turn on some lights and turn on some lights and light a candle. Man, what is going on, man? Shout out to everybody who is out there because I have been gone. And when I tell you I've been gone, I have not been around. I think that's what have been gone means, is that I haven't. Anyway, y'all know what that means, man. What is good, man? What is up? Sneaky Tyler in the build. Jay Elevate in the build. What up, man? Yo, Jay, if you free, man, I'll send you a link and get up in here. Pause, because I don't like the way that sounds. I don't like the way that sounded because I thought about it and then I said it. So I ain't like the way that sound. Hey, what up? What's good? I want to try out this little feature here. Although it's not new, I know we typically do not show comments on stage because you'll know how it is when you're working with the trolls be out. The trolls be out, and then everybody get to see the comments up on the stage. But I'm doing something different. I'm putting the comments on the stage. I'm putting it up there. You see what's good. He said those dunks are fire. Yo, Sneaky Tyler, man. Yo, those dunks is nice, man. And the resale on them ain't nothing. I got my guy Maurice, Executive Talk, in the building. Make sure you check my guy out, man. When it comes to business stuff, he be having stuff on lock. Yo, Jay, this is what I do. I'll just send the link. I'll send the link out to everybody, man. You want to jump on, you can jump on. Yes, pause, because I ain't like the way that sounded. Once again, I thought it, and then I shouldn't have said it like that. So let me say it the right way. If you want to jump on, you can jump on. Bam. All right, stand by. Let me get the link. I know it's a little dark in here. Let me tell you what I'm doing today. All right. This is going to be like a behind the scenes view of content creation. So this is what my plan is. I just picked up these Air Jordan 3 True Blue 3s, right? I need to make a video on them. And I figured I can go live while I'm making my video. So my plan is, because Jay and I did this before. We went live as we made our video. So I'm just going to do it again. I'm going to leave y'all on the live. I'm going to go back there to the table. That's why it's all dark and everything. I still got to set up. Clearly, you see I got my bra on and everything. You know what I mean? So I still got to pop on the shirt, do all that good stuff, plug up my mic. You know, I got a Rode mic right here. But I'm giving like a behind the scenes view of content creation. So I'm going to make the video while I have y'all on live. And then, so typically what I do, hold on, because I'm doing a lot of talking. Let me get this invite out real quick. Because the more I talk. All right, so let me get boom, 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 bam, bam, bam. So typically what I do is, the way I like to shoot my videos, the way I like to do it, everybody has their own system, right? Everybody do it their own way or whatever the case is. That's what makes us all unique. So how I like to create content is I like to make the video first, right? I talk about the shoe, I hold the shoe, I do all of that stuff. You know what I mean? I do all of that to the camera. And then I go back and do my B-roll. So I watched the video. That I just made. This is before I do any edits, anything. I go back and I watch the video. So like, just as an example, of course I don't have a shoebox next to me, and the shoes I'm going to do, they're on the stairs. But just as an example, if I'm going to talk about the box, so if I say, hey, this is the Rode wireless mic right here. If you take a look at the case right here, we have a Velcro strap, so that's strapped together. Then on the inside, we have the actual wires to the microphone. So if I make a video saying that, when I watch the video, I go back down and I write down, show the case, and then show the connector that's connecting to the microphone, and then show the mic as I pull it out. So my B-roll, as I'm saying it, you're going to see what I'm talking about. That's how I do my B-roll. And I literally, I know it's kind of dark because my lights are behind me, but I literally just write it down. So when I do my B-roll, I write down what to do as I'm filming or whatever the case is. So that's how I make my videos and make my content. I got my guy Lewis, where your kicks 26 in the build. What up, Lou?
What up?
Man, I'm chilling, brother. Man, I know I woke up. I was like an old man, man. I woke up all late, for the live today. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
Hey, it happens.
Oh, snap.
It
He asks,
it
are you a
happens.
natural bodybuilder? I'm going to tell you right now, I am 46 years old. And believe it or not, I'm actually out of shape right now. I'm kind of on the fat side. I'm like 258
Mm.
pounds right now. I've been eating really good. I have. I've been eating. I've been eating really good, which means I've been eating unhealthy. So I'm actually overweight right now. But no,
He
I'm not a
said, "I
bodybuilder, man. I'm just this is all natural though.
shoot."
This is
What
all
up,
natural.
Stinker Tyler?
Tyler in the
What
build.
up?
What up?
What up?
What
What
up?
up with everybody? You
Oh
know what
man, we
I'm saying? What up?
chilling,
Hold
bro.
on, huh? The hell am I doing? Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
worries.
man. What was I gonna tell you? Yeah, man, what's good with you though?
Same old same, brother.
Did
Working.
you
You know what
go?
I mean?
Did you go pick up them True Blues?
I did that. So that's what this live is. I'm gonna do a behind the scenes
Mm.
live. So I'm gonna keep everybody on live as I make my video for the True Blues. So I still got to turn on my lights and get set up. Obviously, I got to throw on a shirt because I'm sitting here in a bra. You know what I mean? But
He
yeah,
said,
but yeah, I'm actually gonna make my True Blue video while I'm live. Yes, sir.
okay, okay,
Yes.
I got you. I
Yep.
got you. Man, I have not gone and gotten these. I'm waiting on the juiciest of deals.
I don't blame you.
You know,
I don't blame
I
you.
get all that. I get it as far as the content is concerned, but
Yeah,
man,
bro. I am not mad at you. Matter of fact, what did I just saw the video of the white cement threes, right? Not a
the
video. I
ones
don't
for
know. It was a
next
post.
year,
Yeah, for
yeah,
next
for
year.
next year.
And they were talking like 215. And I'm like, how you charging 215 for white cement
Nah,
threes?
that's probably an old post.
Okay. Because I'm sitting there
'Cause
like, for real?
remember, Black Cement Threes was 220.
Right.
Then most of the Jordan 3 collabs are 225.
True
But
that.
now these drawings is going to be the True Blues is 230,
230. Yep.
meaning from my perspective, that means collabs is going to be more expensive than that
I
as it
mean,
stands right now.
in theory,
But
in theory, correct. You
but
know?
we got to exercise more power to people because if we basically bullied Jordan Brand into lowering the price on the 11s, then we ain't doing enough work because we need to be bullying them on the rest of these prices too, especially since they got their tariff money back. 'Cause remember
No,
that
hard
was it
facts.
81 trillion and tariff money got returned because they deemed the tariffs illegal and the fact that we was having to basically shell out extra money for it, but they ain't do nothing for us in terms of what we saving on.
Nah,
So these
that's
companies put out
hard
all
facts.
that money, got that money back, which if anybody knows anything about accounting, basically they can now inflate the amount of revenue they say they have. Just watch to the end of the fiscal year with what a lot of these companies are going to put out because they were able to recoup a lot of that money. That stock price is going to get inflated. You just watch.
Mm.
Because
I,
I haven't deep dived into accounting in a while, but I just know if I really got back into, I'd really be able to explain it from a deeper perspective. But the fact that that money's getting returned this year, they're going to be able to basically put it as part of their earnings at the end of the fiscal year.
I got you. Yeah.
So
I know what
that
you're
P
talking
and
about.
L statement,
Mm-hmm.
that profit and loss statement,
Mm-hmm.
man, man, man. But at the same time, uh, the profit, Nike's overall profit percentage wise has been dropping year after year for the past, is it 4 years or 5 years?
It's been a little
Probably
grit.
4 years. While the other companies, according to their statements, right, have been seeing record increases in their profits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, regardless of all that, these shoe prices is getting out of hand.
Oh, I
Regardless,
mean, for sure. And I mean, like,
yeah.
I wasn't necessarily in any rush to get these, but just for the sake of content creation, I'm like, I'll go ahead and pick them up. But I wasn't fiending it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, for me, these are must cop. I didn't have to get them today. Matter of fact, let me tell you what I did. Um, I went into the mall and grabbed these True Blue threes,
Hmm.
and then
Hmm.
this is at JD Sport, and then they had the bread one low, the band joints, because I don't have them yet.
Did
But
they
yo,
did they have them sitting there?
they had them sitting for 125, so it was $20 off. So I was like, oh, okay. So I went ahead and used the $20 status guy. I did two different transactions. So I picked up the True Blues, and then I grabbed the bread ones with
Oh,
taxes.
you
They were
didn't
like,
have them.
no, I don't have them. So they
Oh,
were
okay.
113 out the door.
No, you can't
So
beat it.
yeah, so I was like, let me get those too. So that's
There
actually
you go.
yeah, I gotta grab the kicks here. But yeah,
Hey,
man.
shout out to everybody in the chat right now.
Yo,
Southern
chat, what up?
Girl, Lacey
Oh, Matt.
Peacock, Angel.
Yeah,
Who else we got? Mel Vivian. I'm not
yeah.
even gonna go through that comment. Jay Elevate creeping around back there.
Yep. Everybody tapped in. I got the feature where the comments are showing up on the stage, like it's showing up on the actual.
I'm on my phone right now, so
Oh,
it's
so you probably
small to
don't see
me.
it.
Yeah, so it's
Oh, it's
small
all
to
good.
me. But I I don't know if it shows. Does it show all the comments?
Well, I have it clicked on it, so maybe somebody watching got to
Yeah,
say it, but
yeah,
it should be popping up on the
yeah. I
screen
see.
for
I can see it. It's just small to me because I'm tapped in right now on
correct,
my phone.
correct. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
but
I figured I'll throw it all on up there because I'm not gonna be too active into the camera. I'm gonna be back there making the video.
nah, it's all good. I'm just tapping in here for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, Mario Blige.
Um,
Mario Blige.
but that being said, just overall, man, like there's a lot of talk about the prices and everything going on for a good reason. And truth be told, bro, like you know what's interesting? I feel like a few years ago we were we had such a mindset of how we going to track down these shoes, right? But we've been doing this now for such a long time, in a sense that it's like we know all the kind of ways to go about grabbing these things. So, and I will say this too, we collectively have been good about just saying, well, oh well, if I can't get them, then it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Not unless you just want to go ahead and sell off some pairs you don't want and hit that secondary market or wait for a show. It's like we know for a fact if we really want the shoe, like there ain't no real going out here like trying to chase these joints down like that, bro.
Right, hard facts.
You know,
Bro,
it's,
hard
it's
fact, and it's been easy to cop, and like I know for some people it's I don't know, it's turning them away, or like, oh
well,
man, the
some
sneaker
people
game.
need that. They
Yeah,
need that adrenaline rush,
yeah,
like
like the
that.
hype.
What's
Like
it
yeah,
called? They need that.
almost like FOMO.
That not foam. It's not. What's the word? It's like a chemical reaction you get that makes you happy.
Well, you said adrenaline, not adrenaline.
Yeah, but it's not adrenaline. It's something else, and I can't think of the damn word
Dopamine,
right now.
dopamine.
Thank you, dopamine hit.
Got you.
That dopamine hit of the
Yeah,
chase,
like
the adrenaline of the chase, and then the dopamine hit of the cop versus like you know, we've been doing this so long now to where an L don't necessarily affect us no more. We don't necessarily get that upset when we catch L's. It's like,
well,
ah,
well. Let me tell you what does help. Because though I do agree with you, let me tell you what does help. What helps, which is the part that's, I guess, if you want to say Nike shooting themselves in the foot, what helps with that is the fact of, like, let's say there was a kick. Let's say we wanted these True Blue threes and they sold out. Boom, hard cop. You go to stores, everything's all sold out. The reality behind it is next week something else is dropping. That's what makes it easy to go, because next week, we got the Flints, what Flint 13s, right?
the Flint 13s, yeah.
See what I'm saying? So like, if you like 13s, I do. but
But
if
see,
you like
I do
13,
like 13.
yeah, you see what I'm saying. So it's easier to be like, oh man, yo, you hitting those true blue D's? Nah, man, I took L's, man, all the raffles, L's. But it's all good, man. I'm gonna pick up those Flint 13s next
But
week.
see, like, but here's the thing though, because I'm glad you brought those up. Because it's like, how many blue and white combination 13s do I need? I got French blue 13s. I have there's another blue 13, blue and white 13 that I have. And then I got UNC 13s. It's like, how many more very what did I say? I said the French blues.
Uh huh.
There's
Yeah,
another
yeah, yeah.
blue. I can't remember the other ones I have now. There's
Uh,
another blue and white one.
oh man,
Um
I
Damn, I can't remember the name of the
there's a
joint.
part of me that know what you're talking about too. There's a part of me that
Hold up.
actually
I'm
knows.
about to go. See, I'm about to walk over and look at these joints right now because maybe that'll jog my memory of what the hell these things are called. That's the other thing. I'm just forgetting the names of some of these damn shoes sometimes, bro.
Hey, you get like me, you get no. Tyler said the fact that
Yeah.
you can wait and be patient and get things under retail almost guaranteed is insane. Hard facts, bro.
Obsidian 13s. That's what they
Obsidian.
are.
Yes. Yeah.
Obsidian. As soon as I walked in and looked at them, I knew the name. That's so funny.
I actually have a
Obsidian
pair.
13s.
I actually got a pair of those Obsidians.
Well, hold up. But not only do I have those, I got the black Flint 13s, the He Got Game 13s, the black UNC 13s. I got the white Wolf Grade 13s, the playoff 13s, the purple and black 13s, the Del Sol 13. It's bro. It's like, do I really need these blue Flint 13s? Like, some of this stuff is getting redundant.
Nah, bro, a
That's what's
lot of
going
it is.
on, bro.
A lot
It's
of it
getting
is.
so redundant that I'm just kind of like, how many more blue and white shoes do I need? Like, even then, bro, you look at the Wizard 13s. The Wizard, like, it's like another shade almost of being close to true blue. Now,
Co-
granted, if I get
Correct.
them, it completes the pack of the four horsemen, right? You have the fire red, the white cement, the black cement threes, and then the true blue threes. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But then
Build,
again,
baby, build.
it's what up, Jay? But then it's
Ooh,
just the the,
ooh,
the, the redundancy of a lot.
ooh. Okay. No,
What
you're
happened?
right. You're right. No, oh, no, Jay's over there dancing. I was dancing with him.
Oh, oh, got you.
Shout out.
And another one. Oh, my bad. Go
No,
ahead.
no, go ahead. Finish your
Nah,
thought.
I was just gonna say because I know I'm kind of ranting right now. Because the other thing too is it's like how many like we talked about this before. How many black, red, and white shoes do we need, bro?
Yo, the crazy part is I was thinking about these true blues and I'm like, man, maybe these would have been dope if it would have dropped these before the 4th of July. It would have been a nice little red, white, and blue kick.
It was supposed to. It was supposed to originally drop July 3rd. Remember? And then they moved it to the 18th.
They moved it back. Yeah, they moved it back.
These
There
would have
goes
been
that
a
face.
sellout. These would have sold out July 3rd.
There goes that face box. Yo, I'm gonna talk about that in my video. Like, I don't know. I think they're doing the most with this face box,
Oh
man. The
yeah,
face box
I
is dope,
can't stand that face box, bro.
but like they shouldn't throw it on everything. I mean, I'm gonna look at the
That,
box and I won't be able to tell what's inside of it because I'm gonna have all these face
that
boxes.
bro, I was saying that today on the live with Jay.
Yo,
I
I'm
feel like I'm
tripping.
turning, bro. I feel like I'm turning into Jay now. All these complaints I got about Nike.
I'm tripping, y'all. I'm over here having fun while y'all talking, man. I'm just acting the fool. Southern girl, what's going on?
Uh,
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. The Dark
Southern
Knight.
girl, what's
What
good
up,
with you?
Jody?
this
Sneaking
man
time
over
in the
here,
building.
Jay's uh, Jay's disdain for a lot of what Nike is doing is started to creep into my ear now. What up,
Ooh,
technology?
Drew from
That's
the
a great
bill. What up,
term.
Drew?
Disdain.
What's
Disdain.
good? Sneaky Tyler said he rocked his grape fives today. That's what
Yes,
I'm
he
talking
did.
about. That's what I'm
Hey, and
talking
hey,
There you
about.
go.
he did a photo shoot today, and hey, Sneaker Tyler, hey, he did his thing on his photo shoot today.
Another pair that went on stupid sale. They went on sale. Black Tongue Fives went on sale. Like, damn, bro. And we out
Yo,
here paying full retail for these joints.
Bugs Bunny eights was on Shoe Palace for a buck 25, bro.
See,
Bugs Bunny
see,
eight, a buck
see.
25. I love it. Hey, look, look, look. I'm here. Look, I am all the way here for it. I am all the way here for it.
So let's say this, guys. Right? Honestly, where where do you guys see the real fall? Is part of the fall that, like, listen, all these drops, people are like not really into sneakers no more? Is it because of the pricing? Is it the quality? Is it that just people have moved on? And is it that, it's just lack of spunk? Because again, like you said, there's only so many colors in the spectrum. Let's just keep it a beam. There's only so many colors in the spectrum. How many red shoes do you need? How many of this do you need? And that's why I said this earlier today. I said, listen, with those Phoenix Suns Air Jordan 5s, why they didn't do an orange upper, right? Something different. Chad, I need to know y'all thoughts. Are y'all bored with sneakers? Are y'all like, yo, I'm kind of out this phase now? Like, what is it?
Well,
Because I don't
the
think
other thing,
everybody will have an agreement on one aspect of it.
but see, it's like I said earlier, Jay. The issue also is all right, if we remove Nike and Jordan brand out of sneakers today, what foundation would sneakers really have to stand on? Because 90% of the conversation that happens out here comes from what Jordan brand and Nike are dropping or not dropping or how they're dropping, right? What price points they're putting in. And so you'll have instances where, like, Adidas will pop up with something cool and then fade away. New Balance will pop up with something cool and then fade away. The conversation is dominated by one particular brand. And in that sense, there's a lot that brand is doing that us as consumers view in a negative light based on a few factors: money, quality, the way they do releases. For example, Jay, remember you was talking about they just dropped the World Cup shoes, the red Jordan brand ones. They just dropped them on sneakers. Remember how upset you were that they only did a New York release?
Absolutely.
Like, it's like, why they keep releasing all these shoes in New York and LA only and all this other stuff, bro.
Yep. Yep.
So there's a lot that is going on from one particular brand, and unfortunately, that brand controls so much of how the sneaker game is viewed that it has put a dark cloud over the situation. Would y'all agree or disagree?
So I agree with you mostly. And here's what I will say, right? Um, our generation, right? And a little bit, like, let's go ahead and move forward a little bit to the next generation, right? Gen X, right? Whatever.
Hmm.
Gen Z. Yeah, like Nike dominates with us. But with this younger generation, Nike ain't dominating, bro. Nike is like absolutely in the cake mix with everybody else. And again, like I said before, these other brands, and I gotta say it again, shout out to Reebok. And I think Reebok is the number one sneaker brand of 2026. Quietly is kept. Laugh if you want. Them joints selling out. Price point, quality, what you getting. Yeah, some of the kicks are like decent quality, right? Nothing to rave about, but that price point of $105 and $110 for a release that's selling out is something to rave about. So when we talk about those New Balance, right? I mean, people going for New Balance. Like, I'll give you an example. You got like kids that's in high school, middle school, grade school, whatever you want to call it. They like, yo, give me them Balance. Yo, give me them Asics. Jordans, y'all keep them joints. So I just think it depends upon the age group because again, listen, you're right. Adidas got that E40 sprinkle me baby here and there. I get it, but again, like I said, Reebok, New Balance, Asics, quietly moving the market, and Nike is talked about because Nike has the most drops. Nike drops too much. I'm
But
not gonna
see,
lie. I picked up these Air Jordan 3 True Bleed, these True Blues, brother. I salute Nike on this. I salute. Now I got a few little a few little but overall, come on now.
What up, average?
What up, average? Salute,
but
baby.
again, but just based on what you just said, the other brands you said they're quietly doing this, they're quietly doing that, quietly.
You don't.
So that's exactly my point. Is
My bad.
they're quiet and how they're doing stuff. So there's not as much focus on what's going on with them.
So
That's all I'm saying.
no, I get you, but I think those
Mhm.
who are quietly selling out are dangerous. Those
Yeah,
who
yeah,
are
yeah.
who are quietly selling out, them joints, them dangerous.
So so Mr. Think, what do you think would essentially move the focus off of the juggernaut that Nike is into those other brands like that?
Trends. There's a lot of things that start and move and keep trends, and out in the field, I man, the reason why I haven't been on the lives is either A or B. Whether I'm working doing moves or I'm working with the wife doing like these jewelry events. So I'm out at these markets. I'm out at these craft fairs. I'm out at these Black Arts festivals, Cinco de Mayo, Fourth of July. I'm at all these events now, all these events, jazz in the park and all. And I'm kind of a creep for saying this, but one of the first things that I look at when I look at people is actually their feet. So
Mhm.
right, I mean them pterodactyls, right? So
Mhm.
so what like when people are just walking by, or even when people stop and like even if nobody stop at my wife's booth and getting jewelry, I'm like, yo, I see you over there with the cave stones. All right, boom, boom, boom. I see you with those Balenciagas, right? So I'm always complimenting people, even I was like, oh yeah, thanks, bro, whatever. But like I literally see all of that in the wild now. Like I see it all in the wild. I see New Balance, I see Asics, Hokas. I see them all. Like
Mhm.
I see it all, and I'm like, wow. Like in the wild, like in reality, people are rocking literally everything, everything. And then you know, of course, I see the Jays. Those stand out to me. The most, but I do see everybody is rocking everything now. It's not like when I can speak for when I was a kid. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. If you we call them skips, New Yorker, right? But if you came to school with the Velcro straps and all, yo, you're about to get laughed at, man. Yeah, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what happened. You know what I mean? In today's culture, I don't think it don't matter anymore. It honestly don't matter. Things have changed. It's like a new era, man. So you know, you know, I rock with the Jays because that's what I wore, and not every silhouette's comfortable and good for me, but that's just what I do. But I got me, man. I wear my Air Max 95, my Eric Costin, my SB joints a lot, and they are mad comfortable. They're mad comfortable. So I think everybody got like solid points. But I do think that Nike is doing too much too fast, and Jay have mentioned this, a few people have mentioned this. It's going to be a matter of time before I'm talking about for myself, before I'm gonna start saying, yo, I'm good, man. I'm good. I don't need another variation. I don't need a reimagine bread for. I don't need to reimagine this. I don't need it. You know, I,
Something else. Something
I'm
else
good on the
too.
lost and founds now. Oh, we got another lost and found coming out. I don't need that. I don't need that.
So so let me ask y'all this: you and Mr. Think, now you've said this in the past that you don't necessarily feel like it's that big of an issue for you to know about a shoe a year in advance that's coming out.
Correct.
but two of the prominent people or pages that put out information on sneakers is the Sneaker Files and Z
D
Sneakerhead,
sneakerhead.
right? And based on what they put out, there's all these other pages that basically, recycle the same information, right?
Hmm.
So, do y'all feel as though the other thing is when you really look at what Nike's advertising, how Nike's advertising is, when I think about it, I don't necessarily see it that much, but the fact that there's these social media pages that are constantly putting out all this information concerning Nike and Jordan brand. Do you think maybe that's actually hurting the brand because it's so much every day from so much social media? It's kind of like, you get too much of something in terms of how much you seeing it, hearing about it, all this stuff, and then you just like, oh, I need something different because it's constant every day type of situation. From not Nike and that, it's from these social media pages that like to put that information out. How do y'all feel about that?
Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. Where your kicks, you made some solid points, bro. But who is the main contributing factor to all this information? Who's the true problem?
I know the answer to that one.
Nike.
They the ones
Any
releasing it.
any any major sneaker brand. And I listen, I just hate talking about Nike as much as I want to work for Nike. I want to work for Reebok. I'm talking about all brands. When you leak information or when you have a person who gives out information too soon, too early, you let people backdoor your database system, that's your fault. That's your fault. That's your company's fault because guess what? These major influencers, whoever they have all this information to, they pushing it out. That's the problem. Just like I
Hmm.
said, how are pairs being backdoored 4 to 6 months ahead of time and people got pairs? Okay, they might be fakes, but there's some people out there who got some pairs super early. Who did it? The company, the organization, right? How is it possible that I can pick up this silhouette right here that I'm gonna give you guys a review on? How can I know a month ahead of time that it's already being resold for under retail? Guess what? These companies are already working with third-party apps so they can go ahead and get them pairs off. And people like me who are sneaker YouTubers, we will pay the retail because I want to give my people the review and give them an understanding of what's coming, if you want it or not. So when we look at it being a sneaker YouTuber, I'm part of the problem because I paid it for retail. I didn't get that juicy deal.
As he drinks water.
According to you, that was some of that backwood corn yard.
So Jay, correct, right? And and like literally, that's the only reason why I picked these up today. Not because I was thirsty for them. They're a mandatory cop for me. I was gonna get them regardless, but I can exercise patience. Like I didn't have any FOMO, no dying desire. Like, oh, I got to. I just picked them up for content creation purposes, and it does help being monetized, right? With all of us being monetized on this platform, it definitely does help. Getting a review out the day of, maybe even the next day. Um, Jay, you and I didn't even talk. We dropped our Kobe dunk video
Videos the
the,
same day.
the same day. It was almost like the same minute.
Like
Like
within the same minutes, bro.
it was
Yeah.
completely random. You know what I mean? Like whatever. But my whole point is, the shoes are old and that video ain't getting no views right now. I don't know how yours is doing, but mine's ain't. You know what I mean? So yes, for content creation purposes, I went ahead and got the shoe today. I used my $20 status cash, so technically I got it, below retail anyway. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you have a solid point. Like you exercise some patience. It's dope that in today's culture you can be patient and cop something for below retail, which goes to show that we still have the power. So it don't matter. It don't matter if Nike is dropping the next Jordan 11 for 275. Good for you. Let those bad boys sit. Let them sit, and the prices will come down. We got the power. We got the. I want to read average comment right here. He said, "Yeah, I be outside all the time, and yeah, I see more other brands on feet than Nike and Jordan, especially the younger market. Nike totally lost that. I'm sure he meant generation altogether. We the ones keeping retros afloat."
Preach, preach. Well said. Your average sneaker guy. Well said, brother.
Um,
Damien.
Damien said, "Great conversation. I needed to be had." And then Average came back and said, "Nah, because other pages be sharing other brands as well. That's how them other brands got popping as well."
Facts. True.
Well, I mean, that's a compounded issue that they were. Yes, there are pages out there that do share shoes from other brands. That's 100% true. But this is a compounded issue that started back during COVID time, where it was so difficult. Bro, they used to drop 100,000 pairs of Jordan ones. I don't think some people remember that. They used to drop 100,000 pairs of
Right,
these shoes. Stock numbers was 100, and they would sell out.
right.
And it
You're
was
correct.
so difficult to get the shoes that it drove people to other brands. They said, I can't ever cop. You hear it now sometimes. I can't ever cop the good shoes that I want. I'm going to stop giving my money to Nike and go to these other brands. You hear that? You still hear some tricklings of that now, but it was real prominent between 2020 and 2022.
Yeah,
So,
it's really only a matter of time. Like,
I mean, listen,
yeah,
these kids growing up now, it's a totally different environment and mindset that they grow up in. Like, bro, remember when we used to have like your mama jokes and be roasting each other back in the day we was in grade school?
hmm
Hmm.
That stuff don't happen at all now. Like,
yo,
and listen, I'm someone that's been in a ton of different schools here in Palm Beach County. I don't hear none of these kids roast on each other like that, bro. None. Not even in the high schools they be roasting like that.
yo, I had this conversation with one of one of my helpers, and he's younger. He's in his 20s, and and he was asking me about the new age music that's right now, and I was like, it's dope. It like it's for your generation. Like the music that you got right, because it's so easy for it to be like, oh, my generation got the best music and we had the best fashion. Look, man, things change, and right now things have shifted, even in the sneaker market, just all together. Fashion, you name it, man. Things have changed, and the
Yep.
reality behind it is what's here right now is for is catering to this generation, and then in the future it's going to change again. That's what's going to make it nostalgic. You see what I'm saying? So eventually all of the 14, 15, 16 year olds now, they're going to be my age, 46, 50 years old, and they're going to be like, man, I remember back in 2026 when I was 16 years old, and we used to rock Balenciagas. We used to rock this, that, and the third, because it won't be a thing, anymore. Or maybe it will, but my point is, it'll become nostalgic for them. And then other people are gonna be like, "Ew, those are nasty. Those are ugly." And they're gonna be like, "Nah, these back in my day, this is what we wore." So I mean, everybody has their
But
era. Everyone has
I
their era.
wonder though. I wonder though if it's really going to be like that, because to me, this is more of a signal that they're they're less they're less focused on brands and more focused on just they like what they like. Like, we have our generation, I feel like we have a lot of intrinsic attachment to a lot of the shoes out here that we're buying, because there's identity in some of the shoes that we wanted to cop, right? The
Absolutely.
identity in being able to have the same shoe Mike wore, identity in being able to have shoes that, basically athletes that we grew up watching like that. You know what I'm saying? And it made us feel a certain way to be able to have them things on feet. And even to this day, But these kids going on now. What was the article they put out? They said Nike's having a hard time selling shoes because basketball players are less popular. Like the popularity and chase for things that to wear the same that celebrities wear, I feel like that has gone to the wayside. Like it's not the same as it once was. Especially now when a lot of what quote unquote some of these celebrities be wearing is like distressed kind of dystopian type of wear, like less logos, less flashy. It's more like regular kind of bland in some aspects. Not all, but some. I don't know. What do y'all think?
I I love the fact of the people are going are trying to be more wolves than sheeps. I like it, and really it's really that younger generation, right? You know what I mean? Even just with the younger generation mindset, when it comes to their whole mentality of things they're into. Like, let's talk about it. Hey, Liquid Skittles, you said it earlier. I left the sneaker game and I invest. Guess what? We all invest up here, right? We everybody on this panel you see right now are straight investors, right? Now we may have our own type of style and what we prefer to invest in, but all of us are investors. I'm with you 1,000% on that, brother.
Facts.
A trillion percent.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
think about it. Jay Tip said that his daughter went to school and they were laughing at his daughter for wearing Jordans. This
Yep.
is what
Mm,
Jay Tip said. The same Jay Tips
mm,
that left New Balance or about to leave New Balance with Nike for Nike. How wild
mm,
is that,
Yep. Yep.
mm,
right? When you go to Walmart and listen, those Avivas, bro, you put them on feet. You think, listen, listen. People were mistaking them for Asics, bro.
Right.
Like people are out here, like, yo, man, I can go to Walmart, pick up a $15 shoe and look good. Shoot, I'm on it. That's the mindset. Some people are trying to bring back the crazy baggy style. Not like a little bit baggy. I mean, they out here looking like Missy Elliott video baggy right now.
Hold up, real quick before. Look, I feel like there's more women that wear baggy jeans, and the dudes out here wearing the tight jeans.
He said the role reversal.
It is, bro. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Brother, that's a whole nother topic.
The
Yo,
role.
if women's jeans have gotten looser, men's has gotten tighter, bro.
Eric,
For
what up?
real. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it a beam. Like, I love sneakers. I'm not going nowhere. I know you guys aren't going nowhere. But again, chat, I've said this before. I said it earlier today. As I sit back and I look at it, I only need a few more pairs to complete Jay's collection.
I'm right
After
there with
that,
you.
whatever I get after that, it's just icing on the cake for me,
Right.
bro.
Right. Same. Yeah.
It's
I'm
just
right there with
icing
you.
on the cake.
Mhm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm almost good where I need to be at. I'm almost good. Um, but that don't mean I'm gonna stop giving you guys this work.
Right. Right. For
The
sure.
thing, and the thing is too, like, viewership. I'm not speaking for nobody's channel but mine. Viewership for me has been like up and down. It's been like a roller coaster, bro. And
Same.
I need to know what y'all interested in. Like, are y'all just like, yo, I'm tired of these videos. I'd rather do like, I'd rather see a short. Because if that's the move you want, that's the move you go get. Let me know and just be honest with me, man. Y'all ghost watchers, jump up in here. I'm looking at my algorithm. It says 80% of the people who watch me are not, actually a little bit more than that, are not even subbed up, and y'all constantly watching, but you ain't subbed up. It's free content. Quit playing with yourself. Do it in private, man, and click that
Damn,
sub.
damn.
Yeah.
Geo
So
Collect. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
no, no, go,
What
go,
up,
go.
OG?
Nah, I was saying Geo Collect said they need to drop the price points. Parents aren't spending that coin for a kid's shoe that will
Facts,
last a quarter, if that.
facts,
Right. Right.
facts, bro.
Um. Yeah, let me run through some comments here because Average had touched on something that you mentioned. He said because that goes back to what Jay was saying. A lot of those got backdoor to resellers as well, and that's why folks couldn't get a pair, even though Nike dropped 100, 100K, 100,000 pairs of them.
Yep.
So that drove up the price. When you have back then Jordan ones are probably going for about like $160 or $170 or whatever. But when you got a Jordan 1 going for $300, $400, $500 because you can't get your hands on one, of course, man, you be like, well, I need a sneaker. I'm not about to spend $400 or $500 for them, so let me go ahead and hit up another brand where I can walk in the store and just go buy a pair of sneakers, like how it really should be, right? Everything don't have to be
Mhm.
all damn exclusive and hitting up a reseller who's beating you over your head. You know what I mean, for a doggone sneaker.
But see, to that point, that's also what people are upset about. They go, "Oh, well, these are easy to get, so now I don't want them."
Right. But that's going to be the psychological part. But the reality behind it is, like no lie. I mean, unless it's a collab, all right, we can discuss that. But the reality
Mhm.
behind it is, you should be able to walk into a sneaker store and buy a sneaker. You should be able to walk into a car dealership to get the car you want. I mean, that's how it should be. I'm not saying
Correct.
things, there's in the demand and supply and demand. I understand that, but I mean, like right now, if you were in a car market, you should be able to walk onto a Jeep dealership and get the Jeep you want, and not have to wait a year and a half, for
Right.
on the waiting list. That was like you
Uh,
gonna be like, yeah, man, skip that Jeep. I need a car right now.
Right.
So
mhm.
I really like the Jeep. I want a Jeep, but if there's a year and a half waiting list, I'm not waiting on that. I'm gonna
Oh
look
no,
into some other brands and see
not
what I
not.
can go in and buy right now. I mean, shoot.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. When it comes to like things like cars like that, it's like, oh, I gotta wait this long to get it. Well, I'm gonna look for something else. You're absolutely right. You know, now with cars, obviously you can like reach back in years or whatever in that aspect if you really like that model, but that's a whole other situation. But in terms of sneakers, brand wise, if you're looking for a particular shoe to try to cop, I mean, depending on what it is, if it's a GR, it should be readily available to go out and get. But the issue is, though, is that the readily available shoes sometimes, for whatever reason, the negativity seems to be really loud against people just being able to easily cop that shoe with no issues.
Right.
You know where your kicks? You just had me think about something, bro.
Okay.
I think a slight problem. Listen, I know y'all gonna let me know, Jay. You sound retarded. You sound crazy, but I'm gonna speak. I'm
No,
gonna speak my truth.
say
I'm
it.
gonna speak my truth. What's the difference between Foot Locker and Shoe Palace?
Mm,
Okay. So, with that being said, I can go into most stores and I can see the same damn shoes in the same stores.
mm,
There should also be some type. I'm not saying, hey, this store is only for this store is only for that. There should be some type of like, I don't know, man, some type of like slow down, spreading the full spread out, and like kind of like divvying things up a little bit. Because why would I walk down the hall if Foot Locker's right there, but I can go straight to Shoe Palace that's closer to me and get the same shoe? That's the kind of the point where I'm going with a little bit. You know what I mean? Um, because that's also causing a little bit of friction with these companies. Listen, I got so many ideas, and that's I'm not gonna help these people out, and I hate giving out. I hate giving the information what I said, but that's part of the friction, bro.
So
That's part
Jay,
of
Jay, to your point, that's why I predominantly shop at JD Sports. Couple of reasons: exclusive access, $20 status cash. I built up my points. Every time I buy a shoe, I get that $20 right back. Right, Lou? You get it right back.
yeah, you're right. In a sense, yes. Yes.
Bro, I did it today.
Well,
I went and
well,
dropped. I
I
went and
know.
dropped 4,000 points
Yeah.
for $20. I picked up the True Blues, and then I went right back into the app. It gave me an instant $20 Yeah, so I spent another 4,000 points and picked up the bread, one loaves. Out the door was like 113. You see, so I instantly, you know what I mean. So to Jay's point, well, why did you go to JD Sports versus Shoe Palace? Because I got $20. I got $40 off for picking up two pairs of
Correct.
shoes. That's why.
Correct.
Because if it wasn't for that, it doesn't. I don't really care where I get the shoe from.
So
You know.
yeah, that's why Snipes has the same type of program as Foot Locker, and Champs has it now too. You know,
Correct. Correct.
so that's the way they're trying to compete for your foot traffic. Um, is with the coupon situation. Now, what's crazy is to your point, like some JD Sports, the managers won't let you use the coupons,
Correct.
which I think is
On the day of
stupid.
release.
Yeah,
Correct.
which I think is stupid because like you want my money or you want me to go somewhere else and spend this joint. You know what I'm saying? Like you might as well take my business because then I'm gonna be a repeat customer. But you tell me, nah, you can't use the coupon today. Mind you, the only reason why I got the coupon is because of the amount of times I've been buying from JD Sport and all that, building it up.
Yeah.
And so clearly, even Dick's Sporting Good has kind of the similar
Yep.
program.
Yes, they
So then
do.
again, it goes back to like who offers something that somebody else doesn't. That's my whole point. When you got 6 sneaker stores in one mall, come on, man. Like let's just keep it a beam. So that's one way to like spread the love. And I told you guys this, man. All sneaker brands should make things obtainable, but not just make everything like to this point where it's just sitting. Because again, shareholders, right? Whether you own stock in Nike, you own stock here or there, uh, they are upset, and this is why things are plummeting. Because people are like, yo, I'm not making no money. I'm not getting that ETF, that dividend that I was getting 2 years ago. I can take my money elsewhere, and I can get way more of a dividend or a return on my investment or ROI. Hey, y'all got me thinking. I'm thinking too much on the
But
business side now.
but
You know
but
what I
Hey,
don't
mean?
you
Lou,
but don't you
quick
agree?
question
It's
for you, Lou.
a go ahead.
Just real quick. How long are
Go
you going to be
ahead.
on for? How long you going to be on for?
Uh,
At least another
probably
10, 15 minutes?
another. Yeah, why?
Because this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mute my mic. I got to get my video made, so I want y'all to hold that. Y'all just keep
Uh,
doing what you're doing. I'm just gonna mute myself,
okay.
point my camera up, so y'all can kind of see me in the background. But I'm gonna do my thing. So
All
y'all
right.
hold it down.
All right. Um, Jay, do you not feel as though it's a like a waterfall effect? Like, so would you agree that if the revenue from Nike was going up, it would make investors happy and want to invest more into the company?
Absolutely, I would agree with that.
Okay. Okay. So, but also, would you agree that the revenue would go up higher if Nike was doing things that people saw, as far as consumers saw, to be favorable, correct?
Absolutely.
So to me, the issue is they're doing unfavorable things for their consumers, which is having unfavorable effects for their investors,
I agree.
you know? And so like the question is what can they do? You know what really needs to happen, to be honest with you? Nike needs another brand to be able to step up and create the competition. Remember what I said earlier today on the live? I said a couple years ago you had Yeezy brand, which for all intents and purposes could get in the ring with Nike and actually compete in terms of viewership, in terms of the conversation, in terms of where people were putting their money, as far as consumerism was concerned, right?
I agree.
Now you don't necessarily have that. Maybe you have a couple shoes here and there that will draw some attention, but it's only short time. You don't have the level of conversation from any brand right now like you do, excuse me, like you did when Yeezy brand was at its heyday and could actually go toe to toe with a lot of stuff Nike was putting out there. I mean, when you think about it from a revenue perspective, they still make more money than all the other brands,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
But there's no brand that's necessarily competing in that aspect in terms of drawing equal conversation, viewership, expenditure, like all that stuff.
So let's unpack that real quick. The
Yeah.
reason why Adidas had the Jordan community split between leaving Jordan brand, because remember, Yeezys used to drop on the same day on purpose against Jordans, and it would be
Yes.
a line for Yeezys, it'd be a line for Jordans, and
Yes.
people be like, I'm Team Yeezy.
They'd be like, which way, what shoe you gonna go after this day? Yup. I remember that.
You know
I
why
remember
that
that.
happened? You know why that happened, right? I mean, you do, but um,
Uh, go ahead.
because it was something different. Those shoes were innovative. They
Yes.
were different. They were unique. And to your
And
point,
Kanye had the love. Kanye had the
correct,
love.
correct. And to your point, this is why I said if Nike, listen, y'all can laugh at me. I've been saying this for years. If Nike stopped making Jordans for 2 or 3 years, that will force them to what? To get innovative, to get creative, to go ahead and pull out something different in the bag. Because to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like Yeezy, good, bad, and different. How do you feel about the guy? Hey, he got some unique ideas, right? When you look at J Tips, how he put colors together, it's wild how he put colors together. But those shoes come to a harmonious feeling when you put them on feet and when you see them in the wild. So when you force yourself to do something that's uncomfortable, you're gonna figure it out.
Hmm.
You're gonna figure it out. And again, like I said before, I don't think 1 through 13 should be made for some years. Hey man, hit them
Mm.
14s or 15s on higher, bro. There are people out there who don't like the higher numbers, but they'll go for them because they haven't seen them in so long, and because you just droughted out what you've been slutting out for too long. We talked
Yeah, you're
about
right.
17s, right? Was it the Jigger
Oh,
17?
hold up. Hold on, real quick, Jay. Derek, if you can, give Jay the control of the comments. Oh, you can do that now in StreamYard. I don't know if you heard about that, Jay.
No, I'm
You can
unaware.
you can provide another person in the stream on the stream like control of the comments.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know if Mr. Think knows he can do that.
Well, let me read a couple of them real quick because
Yeah,
the
go
average
ahead, because it's small on me. Because go ahead, go through them,
so
please.
average thinker guy, he said, "Hey man, that's the resellers pushing that false narrative because they taking a huge hit because now shoes available to buy and they trying to make it a bad thing now." Five
Yes,
three
they
five
are.
fit said, "Only reason I go to one store over the others is spending and getting the discount coupons." Average Sneaker got
Hmm.
said, and content creators as well pushing that narrative. He also said, "That's why I love Hibbit. I can have $100 saved up and they'll let you use it on any release." And that's fire.
That's
That's fire.
fire. That's right. I forgot Hibbit does it too. Yeah, that's true too.
Liquid said yes. And there is a bottom for Nike. I kind of hope they get into the medical clothing field, as weird as it sounds. Liquid, it doesn't sound weird at all. It doesn't.
I
No,
remember when they was doing contact lenses. Remember?
I do. I do.
Remember those contact lenses they used to have?
Yep.
But then
I
they deemed
do.
them was illegal. They said it was unfair advantage or whatever, or something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yep.
But yep,
Woody said, "Hey man, most hardcore sneaker fans will buy sneakers at full price. Facts. The casuals
they
who just
will.
pairs they are most interested in will wait more casuals than hardcore fans, and that is what's hurting them. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Liquid said Lulu's a comparison to stock, and then we got my man right here, G30 Collects. He said, "Hey man, too much friction, purchasing experience and initiating the AKA. Yep, to obtain something outside of the large GR releases is frustrating to say the least. It is frustrating. It is.
It is, especially when like the Travis Scott release we just got, right? Where there were sneaker stores with already 100, 200 pairs backdoor. So when you see that, it's like it's already like you know what it's hitting for when it comes to a Travis Scott. Like you SOL when it comes to a Travis Scott load for the most part. Now there's gonna be people that hit for retail, which is great. But right now, if you really like them, I mean the resale on them is so low that you can get them for a good deal in Travis Scott terms. But just overall, the fact that all these shoes got backdoored already, it lessens your chances as a consumer. But that's how they create the FOMO, because you already know, like, all right, well, my chances are slimmer now because all these damn resellers got the pairs.
Yep.
But we, as consumers, could have control over the situation if what if what if the amount of people that went after Travis Scott dropped by like 50%, and we put it out there that the reason is because we see all these resellers with them. They've been backdoor already, so you know what? You want backdoor shoes, Nike? We gonna let you sit on them joints. You want to either you give us our fair shot, or you gonna be sitting on these shoes.
Let's take it a step further, right?
Go ahead.
I believe pricing is part of the reason, not the full reason. What is Nike's most successful shoe of 2026?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say of all time.
You said what?
I thought you were gonna say most successful shoe of all time.
No. Of 2026. Where do you,
Um,
you and the whole chat know this? You know this, bro.
of 2020, the most successful shoe for 2026.
For Nike.
Uh,
Put some. Hey, here you go. Here you
you
go.
mean the VAAs?
No. I'm gonna help you out. Put some Vaseline on them heels.
Vaseline on me. Oh, the
Yeah.
mine slides. You think the mine
Thank
slides
you.
are?
The mine
Um,
002.
but hold on, Jay.
Go ahead.
The only thing I don't know if we can really. I understand where you're coming from on those, but I don't know if we can really use those as the good example because it's like less than 1,000 pairs every time anyway. So from that aspect, it's you're gonna have okay. If you put out 500 pairs of those, you at least gonna have 500 or more people wanting to get them. So it's gonna be an easy sellout on the shoe.
But
So go ahead.
that price point. So when we talking about $98, even though that's expensive for a slide, right? Look how many different colorways Nike has dropped with the mines. And I'm gonna take it a step further for you, right? Because if you look
So,
at the Zellerfield Air Max 1000.01.02, that last one, it is
mhm.
it's it's okay, it's going for something. Don't get it twisted. And I hate using it as an analogy, but I have to use it as a comparison because that failed. It didn't fail, but the demand is not there, and those are low pairs. But when we talking these mines 002s, this is taking me back to what the Yeezy slide days, bro. When
Mhm.
people said, "Yo, the slides, I gotta have them."
Mhm.
So when we talk about something that's constantly selling out, constantly that people want, regardless of the colorway, you got you. I don't see how the 002s is not the most successful release for Nike. Good, bad, or indifferent. They dropped multiple pairs Even the 001s, they always they're gone because it's something different.
True. It's something different and limited,
Facts. That's all I'm saying.
and they've kept it all limited.
And it goes back to innovation and marketing. That's what it goes back to. That's what it goes back to.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
wish Converse would start doing Converse weapons again. They are nice and comfortable. Facts. Stevie Tyler Radio said, look up the little yachties on GOAT right now, a size 10 and 11. Hey, what are they going for, Sneaker Tyler? Because the last time I checked, they were like, what, about 400?
Yeah, Yachty's was going. I don't know why, but the Yachty's they was moving.
Let me see, man, because
Yachty's was moving.
yeah.
You know, Yachty's was moving.
So, oh my gosh. So here's the weird thing, right? A size 10 is $847. Now
Damn.
I know this is a mistake. I know this got to
What
be a mistake.
colorway?
This is the Concrete Boys colorway, that lucky green.
The green. Okay.
The
Nah, I mean, listen. It you gotta. It's hard to see the data on Goat. You could see better data on StockX as far as recent sales are concerned to really gauge, and then also because the price you're seeing right now, Jay, is the lowest price for them.
mhm,
Meaning, based on whatever pairs are left, that is the lowest price. Um,
mhm. Now,
what
go ahead. My bad.
what now it could have been there could have been a run on shoes and maybe they were only in the 400s or whatever, but a lot of times when you look on the secondary market there's always you can see that there's a bunch of shoes available, but some of them are listed for like stupid prices, bro.
Hmm.
Listed for like $1,000, and I'm like, wait a second, this shoe is consistently moving at $200-300. Why are these people listing them for 1,000?
So part, man, dude, I don't know if you and I are really like looking at two different things, but then somehow it's making so much sense. Because if you're gonna go, a size 11 is going for $87 on those little yachties, bro. We know that's a mistake, and
That's
that's
what I'm saying.
that is so funny.
But this is what I'm saying. Like someone listed them Johns for a stupid low amount, and the ones behind them, let's say they'll sell. The ones behind them could be listed for 250 for all we know, as the
10 minutes.
next lowest price.
I guarantee you that's a mistake. 10 minutes from now, if you want that shoe, you might want to buy it now because I'm telling you that's a huge mistake. I know it is. Um, Woody said, he said, hey, Nike just has too many colorways of a lot of the same shoes. Dark Knight says Nike
Yep.
actually would have had more innovation if they would have had never fumbled the bag with Kanye. Hey, hey, say it because Ye got some ideas. Your average sneaker guy said, is wearing your kicks out of touch or something because of the competition there, hence why Nike Jordans ain't selling like they was and other brands are. These other brands really got some dope AWS sneakers.
Um, he said I'm out of touch because the other brands are selling and Nike's not, and I'm not recognizing that. Is that what he's trying to say?
Yes. Like why? Why? Like pretty much, yes, exactly.
But it's not okay. Would you all chat? Would you all agree or disagree? Is it every shoe the other brands are dropping that are selling out like that, or is it like a few here and there? I recognize other brands are moving shoes like that, but at the same time, most of the conversation around sneakers is dominated by what Nike and Jordan brand is saying. Is that is that not facts, or am I mistaken? It's not to say I don't recognize what these other brands are doing. and how they're moving shoes. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's the other part too. I said in there, like amongst the younger generation, they're not necessarily strapped by identity like that. They're more so like it's a free for all. So you know, I don't know. I mean,
What up,
I just feel
David?
like I'm out of touch with how it is I'm stating it. I mean, that's okay, but
Yo, I just tapped in real quick. I'm about to do my B-roll, but I got my speaker turned up, so I was listening to y'all just now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mute myself again, but I'm gonna go through my analytics, Lou, and I'm going to I'm gonna tell y'all what the age group of what my following is on YouTube. Stand by.
hey, real quick, whoa, Derek, damn. I was going to try
No,
to
go
tell him
ahead
to give
again. I
me
can
some.
hear you. I just muted my mic. I can
I
hear you.
was going to tell you. Do you know how to give Jay control of the comments that he can bring them up on the screen?
Can you do that in StreamYard?
Yeah, you can do that now. That's a new feature they got out there where you can give control of the comments to someone
Walk me through
else.
it. How do I do it?
That's a
Do you know
man.
how?
Nope.
Oh,
I saw it in passing and I didn't take time to look at it.
oh, my bad.
I didn't take time to look, but we can, it's something else we can learn for another time. But 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 go ahead, do your thing.
So we also have It's All Good in the Bill. What up, David? It's 8:30 p.m. and they have all sizes Jordan 3 True Blue 3s in all stores in my city. I smell a sale coming. Hey, facts, bro. Love it, man. I'm not mad at you, bro. Be patient and definitely, man, cop this pair for under retail. Sneaker Tyler Riddle said, no joke. I literally just bought a pair, size little yachties, Air Force Ones for $25 to $42 after shipping on GOAT right now. This is not a joke, bro. What in the you know what I'm saying? I feel you, Sneaker Tyler Radio. Would have said the Jordan 11 breads. Yeah, average sneaker guy said Nike mine. Your average sneaker guy said Jay Preaching. Sneaker Tyler Radio said, bro, I literally just bought one for $25. Q in the bill. What's good with you,
Nice,
sis? Salute to
nice.
you. Sneaker Tyler said, hopefully it doesn't cancel, but it literally was $42 and order confirmed. Hey,
Oh,
Tyler Radio, I think you good to go, man. Only way I don't think it's gonna happen if the shipper does not ship them, bro. That's the only way.
where do you order them from?
On GOAT, bro. That's why I said on GOAT. I seen the size 11 for like $87. And they reselling the size 10 and a half for like $549. So I know that's a mistake. That's an error, but hey, take that error and bring it home. Sig in the building, he says, yo, what up, Sig? Woody said, you also have to realize that Jordans are not that comfortable. And
Hold
with
up,
them
my
being
signal
such
messing
a high
up.
price, I'm sorry. Which is
Nah, my bad. My signal because I was getting in my car. So he got them off GOAT though, right?
correct. Correct.
Okay, so if it's confirmed, that means whoever was selling them hit the confirm button on the sale, not unless they was already sitting in a GOAT warehouse, which would make it automatic confirm
which they probably
confirmation.
which they probably could, but we
Yeah,
know
so he'll
those
get them.
errors happen sometimes because when you click it, then it changes up to like 420. Remember, you know what I mean? Like, so that error, we'll take that error all day. That's not your fault. That's on them, right?
Yo,
Yeah.
real quick, I want to tell you all my analytics. Actually, Average just said his. So, Average, that's right on time because I'm gonna read Joe's off. And then I'm gonna go with mine. He says my age range, 35 to 44 is at 38%. 24 to 34 is at 32%. 18 to 24 years old is at 7%, and 45 to 54 is at 10%. So I'm gonna leave his up there, and I'm gonna go through mines. So I'm gonna go reverse from like the youngest. So 13 to 17 years old is 5%. 18 to 24 is 1.9%. Here it comes. Here comes the big numbers. 25 to 34, 30.2%. 35 to 44, 43.2%. and 45 years old to 54 years old. Shout out to the old heads like myself. Here we go. 19.8%. So I can literally show y'all that I have an older generation that's following me on this channel. So just like what Average mentioned earlier, and we can all agree with this, we are the ones. Shout out to the young bucks that be rocking the Jays, but we are the ones that's holding these retros up. We are the ones getting excited for a shoe that dropped back in 1986 and all that other good stuff 40 years ago and blah blah blah. This shoe hasn't dropped in 20 years. Man, my audience ain't even 20 years old that's watching this, so they don't care about this shoe retroing 25 years ago. They weren't even alive.
Right.
I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. I'm gonna let you do your thing though. Good looks.
No, for sure.
It'd be interesting though is if you did a segment maybe uh, instead of the retros, like you do a couple pairs on New Balance, a couple pairs on Reebok, a couple pairs on different brands, and put it in a version, do a video in a version that with their short attention spans that they would be more apt to watch in the shorts version. And then I wonder what the analytics would look like then as far as viewership is concerned. Because the other thing too is the attention span of people have gotten shorter and shorter and shorter, and everyone's just so focused on shorts. You know,
Right.
the quick bang, wham bam, thank you man, and they out.
Okay. Hey, so Woody, she said, you also have to realize that Jordans are not that comfortable, and with them being such a high price, doesn't make them worth it. Also, only a handful of them fit wide feet. Mm.
Yo, I wanted to.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, my fault. My fault. Go ahead.
Back in the day, I sound old. Back in the day, bro, remember you used to be able to go to the store and find shoes for wide feet.
I remember it used to come in there's regular size and then the wide size.
You know what I mean? Look at half sizes. Look at how half sizes are scarce now.
But let me ask you this, Jay. Have you ever seen a wide sized shoe when it comes to basketball shoes? I've never seen it. I've only seen it when it comes to running shoes. And when it comes to like actual shoes, maybe for like the tennis court or even golf, they'll have the regular size and wide size. When it comes to basketball shoes, I've never seen them say there's the regular size and then the wide size shoe.
So for popular shoes, yes. For those unpopular shoes,
when it comes to basketball shoes,
I can't say for basketball, but I know for the unpopular shoes, really, that's when he had a lot of the wide foots. But I agree with you. Yes, you're right.
And let me ask you this too, right? So that's the thing about this from this perspective. Shaquille O'Neal, right, with the Shaq Gnosis. How I've never had a pair of those on feet, but have any of y'all? And what do they feel like? Do you get a true to size and they feel correct, or do you maybe have to go down half a size because they were built for a gentleman who was 7'1", 300 pounds?
So those Shaq Gnosis that they dropped this year, it looked like they slimmed them down. They slimmed them, and when I mean slim, I'm talking about in terms of the wideness of the foot. They slimmed that down a little bit, but have I put that on feet? No, I have not. Unfortunately, I have not.
Yo, I wanted to speak on that real quick because I wanted to make a video about this, right? So if anybody beats me to it, have at it. Stock laced Jordan 3. This is how they come stock. You see, it's only utilizing the holes up top here. I have been experimenting with using this second set of holes down here, and OMG, it changes the fitting of the shoe. You wouldn't think it does, but it does.
Okay.
Here goes my black cements. I've been wearing the heck out of these. That's why. But if you can see here, I'm using the lower holes. I know it's hard to see because of my lighting, but I'm using the lower holes there. Same thing with these.
Whoa.
I've been wearing the mess out of these. I've been wearing the mess out of a lot, but take a look at the holes I'm in. I'm in the second
These,
set of holes.
Whoa. You're missing that third hole, brother.
oh my god.
But so
Oh,
no, my bad, my bad. Those are in the front. So on the left shoe, on the right shoe, I had it up top, and on the, do you see it?
Yeah.
yeah.
And on the other shoe, I actually went down. So I was like literally doing like an actual test to feel the difference in comfort, and I've been able to feel. So yes, not every Jordan silhouette is comfortable and blah blah blah. Right? I mean that is true. That is true. I don't like every silhouette, and not every silhouette is comfortable to wear. But if you start experimenting with either changing out your insoles or lacing them differently and all that good stuff, I actually find Jordan sneakers to be pretty comfortable. The ones that I wear, their comfort is actually not an issue.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I feel like, bro, there was a time where basketball players was playing in flat ass Chuck Taylors, and
Right.
we'd have to go back and look at the data. But I wonder what the rate of injury was back then versus what it is now. Like just think about two playoff series ago. What do we have? 5 or 6 players that blew out their Achilles tendons wearing these like newer shoes. The rate of rolled ankles apparently from what I remember seeing is going up because of the amount of people wearing the more low cut shoes, but the low cut shoes allow for better ankle flexion. But then the con to that is, um, the high tops are better at helping to prevent ankle injuries. So it's interesting. And then on top of that, Jay, you went and didn't you have a podcast with like a podiatrist, like a two of them, I believe. Where'd Jay go? Hey, Dad, I think we lost Jay.
It looks like his camera's just off, but he's still in the live.
Oh,
He's still logged in. Maybe
okay.
he just stepped away for a second.
Yeah, because I know he had a
For podiatrist, yeah, I heard you say that. Yep, he did.
yeah, he had a podcast with the podiatrist, and
Yep.
I'd be interested in going back and seeing what they were talking about in terms of the comfort of shoes and what things were back then versus today. Because the other
Yeah,
thing I think too is we are way less active today, which puts us a different spot in terms of our bodies are concerned. But that's a whole deep dive conversation that would take longer than we got right now.
yeah, and to backtrack just a little bit on that, generally speaking, all right, whether you got a fat foot, wide foot, or not, generally speaking, just generally speaking, the wider the toe box, the better it's going to be for your feet. Unfortunately, for styling purposes, it's like a woman. How come women, hurt walking in stilettos? Not just the fact that they're walking on a 6-inch heel, right? But their feet. You see what I'm saying? Their feet's like this, when it's inside the shoe and it's not spread out. You know what I mean? Like the way our foot is designed, the sleeker, I'm gonna use the word sexy, but the sleeker, the sexier, the slimmer, the sexier it is, and we're cramming our foot into a tiny little toe box. Oh, you back, Jay?
Sorry, guys.
No, you good. You good, brother.
King in the building. What up, King?
Yeah, King
Y'all
Midas
get
in
me
the
pumped.
build. What up?
Y'all get me pumped up over here. Pause on that. Pause on that.
Ah,
Pause on that. Yes. So my bad. Hey man, I just jumped in, bro. Go ahead. What was y'all talking about, man? I had some business I had to take
no,
care
you
of.
good.
So I'm reading right now. I don't want to jump, man. So I feel like I hope I'm not jumping, but I see that G30 he says, hey, it would justify the prices somewhat. And then Woodard said, but all Jordans are meant to play basketball in, or so they say. I would say this: they were. Jordans were meant to play basketball in. They were. And now we view them as a luxury item. And the interesting thing is who plays in who hoops in Jordan threes, who hoops in Jordan fours, right?
Mhm.
Wide foot shoes are becoming instinct. Hey, that's facts, fam. And Puma has a wide feet basketball shoes. It's very few of them. And Sig said still wants some Shaq Gnosis. Hey, bro, I wish I would have caught them Shaq Gnosis, but hey, man, I wasn't able to do it. Unfortunately, G3 said skip the second hole, pause. When lacing up, it helps on the fours. Your average sneaker guy says they can't do basketball sneakers like that because they are made to be worn tight. So wide foot people always just went a size up. Facts. That's true. Like
Yeah.
look at Wimbiana. Nike has to they have to make Wimbiana's shoe special for him. Like he don't get like the average materials we get, bro. He don't get what we get. He get whole different type of stitching, whole different type of glue. They build his sneakers specifically for his foot, bro. So I agree with you guys, man. Like to be honest with you, I feel like we do as consumers, and I understand, but we get the leftovers. Those who are on the court are really getting that true tech, how they feet operate, how everything looks like. They're really getting the absolute best of the best. Wood has said best Jordans for wide feet are like fives, the six, with the 13s and 14s, possibly. Shaq Gnosis are now work shoes. Average sneaker
But
guys.
the reason I brought those up was just because
Mm,
um, he was a very big player. Pause. Um, so I was just wondering, like, if the shoe would be designed with him, at 300 pounds, 300 plus pounds. I figure his feet is pretty wide. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got a fat foot at least. Uh, so that's why I was just bringing it up. Now, someone said that Puma actually has their basketball shoes that they designed in a wide foot.
mm.
That's the first I've heard of a brand doing that. But as someone else stated, yeah, most of the shoes are designed to be tight on feet. They are, you know. And the Jordan shoes didn't necessarily have arch support like that either back then. It used to be you had to swap out the insole foot pad if you really wanted that arch support for the shoes because they were designed so flat.
So what you just said. So is it safe to say that? Now I'm not gonna say all J's, but let's just say most Jordans are outdated when it comes to tech. Is that safe to say?
Um, yeah, I mean, think about it because the Jordans outdated the Chuck Taylors. Remember, most of the NBA used to wear the Chuck Taylors.
Yep.
So, but even then, though, but I mean, Converse obviously came out with newer shoes, but there was a time, like I said, when the NBA, that's all they wore, like Will Chamberlain and them. He had a pair of Chucks. He played in them. So, then there was the shoes that what were the Converse called that Bird and Magic played in?
The weapon.
You remember those? Were those called the
Those,
weapons?
those were the weapon. Yep.
Okay, well they obviously outdated the old joints. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, you're talking about '90s basketball shoes, but at the same time, that's what I'm saying. Like, we have newer tech with more comfort and all this good stuff, but I'd like to see the data on the rate of injury for players back then that had quote unquote less comfortable shoes to what we have today. Because I feel like today, like I can't recall hearing about so many people blowing out their Achilles tendons like that.
I
And
mean,
two playoff series ago, if you recall 2 years ago, we had like 5 or 6 guys that blew out their Achilles. Remember,
Yeah, yeah.
all with newer tech shoes. So
But I'm gonna say this. I'm not just gonna blame it on the shoes. Wear your kicks. Let's
mhm.
let's talk about this explosive training that these guys are going through. Let's talk
Yeah,
about the all playing basketball all year round. You got the FIBA, you got the Olympics,
you're right.
you got the summer league. So these guys
You're right.
aren't really getting
Overuse.
you know what I'm saying?
The
Um
overuse.
overuse, right? But then
Yep.
Shaq did say something interesting when we watched his documentary series. The room where he was like, "Why y'all not making high tops?" And then his whole entire board said, "Kids and people don't wear high tops no more." He said, "Y'all crazy not playing in high tops. Y'all crazy. This
See, I know.
y'all crazy."
But see, a lot of players, what they'll do now is they'll rock the low tops and get their ankles taped up. Or like Steph Curry, he'll wear the ankle support joints.
Yep.
But Steph Curry's suffered a lot of ankle injuries, even though he had them high top shoes from Under Armour. So,
Mm. Yeah.
but
Mhm.
go ahead, Jack, because
I've never heard.
I'm about to get off though.
Okay, chat. Let me know because I would love for you guys to tell me this. I need to do the research, but I've never heard of anybody hooping in Chuck Taylors or like Converse back then, and their shoe exploded on them. I've
Now I
never heard.
remember that Zion during the Duke days of Duke. He went to cut and the shoe exploded. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Like right,
You're
but
absolutely
I
right.
Nike, yes, but those other brands, no, I haven't personally.
Shout out to Woodage. He said we'll average 50 points a game and 48 minutes a game in every game in Chucks. He did. And he said Tatum towards Achilles and mids. But the other thing too is how many? I don't think the NBA was. How many games did Wilt play? Was it 50? Was it 50 some games? Was the
Yeah,
full NBA season during Wilt's time?
I'm
So he
gonna
didn't
find
have
out
the
right now.
82 games to go to. But I mean, look. Watch the injuries go up in the NFL because they trying to basically get it to like a damn 20 game regular season, bro. Overuse is definitely something that can cause an issue. But look, I'm about to hop off. Um, I'm over here at this event here, meeting up with my brother or whatever. But shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate all you guys being tapped in right
There you
now.
go.
I wish I could continue this conversation because damn, it's really good. But
That's
I
all
don't know
good.
if y'all
Have fun,
around
Lou. Thanks for
tomorrow
jumping in.
or whatever, man. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Make sure y'all show support to J Elevate and Mr. Think I'm Possible with their reviews and all that good stuff, man. I'm gonna check y'all out very soon. All right,
All right, brother.
All right, fam.
all right, man. Peace.
Um, Mr. Think. So at 10:03, we left off with your average sneaker guy. I can read that comment if you want me to.
Yep, got you.
All right. Yep. No, I wouldn't say that because Jordans are still some of the best shoes to hoop in. Wearing them casually, right, or casual is totally different than actually playing in them. Facts. Your average sneaker guy, that's facts, bro. Preach. David in the building, he said, when you wear arch support and cushioning, you have to be loosening the strength and the stability due to the foot not having to do the same work. That is very true. I think that's why there are more injuries now. Mm, mm. You know, I find that interesting, David, because a lot of people now are saying my feet hurt or this shoe isn't comfortable. But back then, man, like you put a Jordans on, there was no Jordan. Like still to this day, I don't have not one pair of Jordans that I can say are not comfortable. Now, there's other sneakers out there that I do have that are way more comfortable, but I've never had an issue being in my J's all day. And I think it's just the time frame I grew up in. I think that's what it is.
Hey, Jay, I do have a question for you. Fire Red 4s, are those comfortable to you?
Absolutely.
Man, Fire Red 4s are pinky toe killers for me. Obviously, everybody's foot's built different, but fire red 4s in particular. I'm picking on that shoe in particular. Oh my goodness, I love the colorway, right? Classic colorway, but oh my goodness, to me, fire red 4s in particular are massively uncomfortable. That shoe in particular. And now my Nigels, my brick after bricks, even though everyone's saying if you got fire red 4s, you don't need to. It's a completely different ball game. It's a completely different ball game.
HBCU, what up, family? But let me ask you this question because I don't have the brick after brick. Did they give it that SB shape in the interior of the silhouette? Does it have that SB shape?
It feels extremely like it, bro. I'm not lying to you.
Okay.
Like there is something. I'm not trying to glaze this shoe over. There is something. I wanted to go to bed with them damn shoes on, bro. Like anybody who got the brick after bricks, like tap in the comment section and let me know. Like, am I exaggerating? Them joints are comfortable. I ain't change out nothing on them. I ain't change out the insole. I ain't do none of that. Them joints is good. Them joints is good to go.
Too bad I took an L on them. Too bad I took an L. Yeah. The Dark Knight said most basketball players don't even play basketball outside anymore. Also, their training isn't for strength anymore. Workouts is for agility and explosiveness. That's exactly what I said, Dark Knight. Facts. It's all about explosiveness right now. It's all about that. But they say that the technology when it comes to training technology is better now. But honestly, when I think about it, bro, and I know this doesn't correlate very well, but I have to give this comparison. If you look at old bodybuilders to current bodybuilders right now, the old bodybuilders were stronger. And to me, I think older bodybuilders, they look better. They look better.
I don't want to slaughter this story, so I'm gonna put a disclaimer on it to say what I'm about to say isn't going to be completely accurate. But Average said yes, it's definitely not the shoes that's causing the injuries, and I'm thinking about that one track star. I don't know her name, but if you know what I'm talking about, there was a one track star who had like a suit against Puma. I think it was Puma, because of the shoe, it ruined her career. Like I want to say it was with Puma, but don't mark me on that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, not for track.
Yeah. This is for track. She had a Puma contract, and like she got a lawsuit against Puma. Like I don't know, whatever injury she's had. I guess she can't really run like that anymore, and she used to be like good. So I'll find that story. I'll find that story. But
so I'll give you context, right? I was talking earlier about, and I agree with your average sneaker guy. Like, I'm not saying the shoes aren't part of it, but it's the training and it's the constant all year round games that these basketball players are paying. FIBA, right? Then they got the World Cup, they got the Summer League, they got all these things they playing all year round. They're not giving them any rest. Kobe used to say after the season was over with, he would not play basketball, nor would he pick up a basketball for a full month. He wouldn't do no training. He would give his body a straight 4-week, I'm normal.
Right.
He wouldn't even think about these sports. Wouldn't touch a basketball. Wouldn't do nothing. These guys are doing this all year round, every day. Your body can only take so much pounding. Pause on that. King says Zion was wearing the Paul George when his shoe exploded. It was 80 games. Okay, so they played 80 games. We were talking about Wilt Chamberlain. Okay, Woodage, I feel you. New sneakers are more mesh than leather now, it seems. Hey, that's the problem, bro. Because with all this mesh, if you think about it, man, the mesh starts to tear away, and this is when those pterodactyls start sticking out of your shoes, bro. That is facts. HBCU family, what's going on with you? Sneaker Tyler says, bro, hopefully this actually goes through. If not, I just got 2 pairs of little yachties for $25 each. Insane. I hope it goes through. It should. Sneaker Tyler. Sig310 said, if the true Blues, where 200 smacks you think they would have sat on release day? Honestly, Sig, if you look at the 2016 and we take it back to like, oh man, what was that? 06? 04? Whenever the True Blues, when I was in college, they set, bro.
They
So
sat. They sat.
they set. So historically, I don't think $200 would have even enticed people to have this shoe to sell out. It's just historically, this shoe just doesn't do well.
And Jay, I said this in the video. I know you didn't hear me this time because I muted myself, when I was making my video. But in my video, I talked about the Black Cement 3s. And whenever those released, was it 2024 for the BC 3s?
Yeah, I think it's 24.
When I saw Black Cement 3 sit, now I had a 2018 pair, and yes, leather quality, correct. It was different and all that good stuff. I had a 2018 pair. But when I saw Black Cement 3s sit, I started to think the energy on 3s began to shift in particular, meaning if it wasn't like a J Balvin type of collab or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? If it wasn't really something special with that 3,
yeah,
I've noticed once I saw Black Cement 3 sitting, I was like, whoa, something's up. You know what I mean? So I agree with you. I don't know if $200 would have saved this shoe because you're right. Even the 2016 pair didn't sell out with the True Blues.
And that's the thing, bro. Like I asked Where Your Kicks about that earlier. Like, are 3s dead? 3s are not dead in my opinion. That's my second favorite silhouette of all time. And he kind of disagreed with me, which is fine. And the reason why I say this is because honestly, I remember 05, 07, when 3s were coming out, people wasn't vibing with 3s. And I'm like, y'all crazy. 3s is fire.
Bro. Well, stand by 1 second.
Yep. Hey, King. Yes, bro. Air Jordan 2s are comfortable. Preach. And the Air Jordan 40, yes, that joint is very comfortable. Hey, the 40s are comfortable, bro. Facts.
This shoe right here, fam. This shoe is so underrated. Right. And it's not going for much on the resale market right now. But the point that I'm trying to make is even when people say Jordan 1s are dead, I'm glad Nike did not do this to us, right? But the moment Nike and Jordan Brand would have made 2,300 pairs of these, this shoe would have been fire. The moment they would have made it like the Ben 23s and give us 2,300 pairs of that shoe, it'd be $1,000 shoe and everybody would want it. That's like the psychology behind this as well. Like I don't think 3s are dead per se. Now, do they release a lot of silhouettes? Yes. No, the same silhouettes, yes. You know what I mean? They kind of, as G-Fish would say, the cookie cutter. You know what I mean? But Jay, you've always posted a good point about Nike need to slow down. Like even in 2025, as much heat as we got, and you said it, you're like, man, this is like a 3 to 4 year release. As much heat as they gave us in 2025, they could have spread that out amongst a couple of years. But nope, they locked it all in 2025. And you always heard me say, well, I'm here for it. You know why? Because I was building that collection up. You feel me? I was copping and building up that collection. And now I'm getting to the point to where I'm like, I don't really need those. I don't really need those. I don't really need those. I'll cop something for content creation purposes, but you know what I mean? I'm getting to that point. And I've been selling kicks like crazy, bro.
Now, is it because of space? Is it because you just like, yo, you know what? Why have you been getting rid of kicks? I'm just curious. I'm all in your this.
And I'm not saying this to complain, right? I'm blessed. I'm grateful. You know what I mean? Like all of that. So I'm not saying this to complain. There are some moments when I'm downstairs in the basement and I like sit here and look at all these shoes and I'm like, why do I have all of it? Now, there's certain things that I do with this platform. I treat this platform like a business. It's an investment. Obviously, I like to kicks and I mean, nostalgic. There's multiple things that's going on with me, but there are moments when I sit in my basement and I'm like, it doesn't make sense for me to have all of these sneakers. And I literally like look at myself like if I wasn't treating this like a business, right? I'm grateful I'm monetized now and all that good stuff. If I wasn't treating this like a business, I promise you I would not continue to buy the way that I do if it wasn't for a content creation slash business perspective that I have with these sneakers. Because I have you have it on your page, Jay. You have 2 feet.
I have 2 feet.
We all do.
Oh, I thought I had 3 feet, but you know.
Well, I can't speak for that other leg, sir. So what I'm trying to tell you, is, but like I have literally sat here and been like, "Yo, D, what are you doing?" And I start beating myself up. And obviously it's not for bragging purpose. None of that. I'm like, "Yo, this is too much," because like I would consider this to be like a problem. You know what I mean? Like for anybody else, you'd be like, "Yo, you're a hoarder, man." 6 and pause.
Yeah, wait a minute. What? Let me see.
He said, "Hey, yo."
Oh, hey, yo.
yo.
All right. Hey, we got Mike in the building. He said, "What up, folks? Salute." Just chimed in. Been ghost listening.
What up?
He said Abby Steiner was the track gal.
Oh, okay. So all right. He knows what I was talking about.
Salute, Mike. Appreciate that because I had no knowledge about that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I'll find that and send it to you. But yeah, apparently she has some sort of issue. She messed up her feet and it was solely due to the sneakers, like her Puma, deal or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
David in the building, he said, "My brick after bricks are very comfortable, but trees are still more comfortable to me." And we got Rob in the building. Salute, family. He said, "Adidas and Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz." Yes, Adidas has that collab with Mercedes-Benz. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Average said, "That's why I say Jordan still have the best tech." Yeah, I feel yeah, no doubt. Bro, back in the day, bro, all I hooped in was Jordans. All in high school, all that. That's all we hooped in. If there's one thing, Jay, I wish, unlike you, because you actually did this, when I moved from New York to Colorado, yo, I'm not lying to you. My leather Averex jackets, a lot of my Tims, a lot of my J's, all that stuff, boom, left behind. I came out here with two suitcases. That's how I moved out to Colorado on an airplane.
Start, bro. Fresh start.
Exactly. I did the fresh start thing. So I wish, like, fam, I hooped in all of my J's. I've had a lot of these shoes. I've hooped in all of my J's, and my silly self, I'm not lying to you, my silly self would wear down the soles to where there's a hole in there, right? You walk in and your feet's getting wet, and I would take them off my feet and throw them in the trash and go buy another pair. Like, that's how I used to treat my shoes, or give them away to somebody else, or whatever. Even if I wouldn't give away like a worn down like hole in the sole, but I would give them away to somebody else and go get them. Man, I throw them away and give them away, or left them behind in New York. Like, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, man, I mean, it happens, bro. Like, I've been doing this since a kid, man. I can't keep all these kicks. I get rid of kicks, y'all. I really do. I don't have the space. I just don't. I do not have 3 rooms where I can just put kicks in. I just don't have that. I have 1 room with kicks, bro. 1 room with kicks. And honestly, I got kicks in a whole nother state, bro. I got kicks in a whole nother state. So it's got some of it I have to get rid of. I do a cleansing. I like to call it a sneaker cleansing. I do it, and I bring in some new stuff. Whatever I want to keep, I keep, and then whatever I don't, even if I like it, I'm like, yo, I just don't have the space. I can't do it.
Right.
I don't have it. You know. Shout out to everybody out there rocking with us today, man. Like, I appreciate y'all, man. For real, for real. Hey, Woody said the Jordan golf, but also had that for the love of the game. King said the NBA has too many injuries because everybody wants to play every position except the one they're built for. King, you preaching, my guy. You preaching. The Dark Knight said, think about it. MJ, Charles, Carl Malone, Patrick Hewen, my brother Patrick Hewen, who speaks patois, Wagwan, brethren, all played 82 games plus the playoffs. I just think the players in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s were more durable. Hey, I agree with you. I agree with you. I got you. See, he said facts, my guy. Yes, sir. Jordan 1s, they say, have the best traction ever.
There is very good traction in AJ ones. Very good traction.
I can't deny it. It's just that you know what I think is the best built sneaker, man. Like when it comes to hooping.
Kobe. You're gonna go Kobe, of course.
This particular model.
Right. Right.
The Pro
not amazing to build.
The way, like when you hold on, man. Hold on. We got to discuss some B naive right here, bro. When you talk about, God dang, okay, I can't pull it out. Pause. It's kind of thick. But
wow.
Look at the insole. Look at the insole. Look at the traction on the insole. This insole, when your foot touches it, I mean, it's like you locked in. And then how it pushes you back for your heel right here, how it feels like this sneaker just takes this and it feels like it's doing this to your heel. Like you are locked in. This sneaker right here, man, bro, listen. The traction, this is such a crazy kick. But to one of y'all point, like you said, a lot of the new shoes are mesh, but this is why we have the brow right here, because this brow, look, this brow, you just can't push it in, so it just won't explode on you. But yes, that's the problem because of the mesh. But this ain't no cheap mesh. This ain't that cheap. Nike did this joint right here justice. This right here, to me, it fits like no other on the court. That's just my opinion. Mr. Think. Hey, y'all, I'm not sure we lost Mr. There we go.
Oh, no. I'm here. I was just giving you the stage so you can show the Kobe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. It's all good. Oh, yeah, Rob says sorry for the lawsuit was against Adidas and Mercedes.
Okay. So,
yes, Rob, I do. I got sneakers in a whole nother state, bro. I do. I got stuff I should have been done reviews on, man, but it is what it is. And actually, I want to transfer some of my shoes back on over to the other states because I need space. But where my shoes are at, I'm kind of limited where they at right now. There's only so much I have, so much room.
AOJ, where is it at? Donna Mays asked who copped the True Blues today. Are you gonna get your video today, or are you gonna wait till tomorrow?
I'm gonna drop my video tomorrow, man. Ain't nobody gonna watch it. It's too late. I copped them today, man. I'm gonna drop a video for y'all tomorrow, man. I'm gonna do it sometime in the morning and drop it, man. I was gonna do it today, but I had to make some errands and I just got tired, bro. I was just
yeah.
I said forget it, bro.
Nah, it's all good, brother. It's all good.
Yep. Hey, chat, listen, man. Even if you're not a fan, Mr. Think and myself, we dropped our Kobe Lower Marion Dunk. If you guys got the time, check these out, man. Like the viewership on this particular sneaker right here is horrible. I don't know why. But if y'all interested, man, like go ahead, man, and show some love, man.
It's a clean shoe, brother.
Listen, I want to say something. I'm gonna put it in my video, but this sneaker dropped for 135. You hear me? 135. They did not give us a plastic hang tag. They gave us that real dog tag in gold, and this is $135 kick. You mean to tell me Nike charged us $230 plus the tax, and we got a plastic Nike dog tag? I digress.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've always said it. If you're gonna charge us more, because even I don't like these prices, but at least what I'm saying, give us that QC. You know what I mean? Let's go back on the undefeated fours a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, give us that QC. I know a lot of people say, well, I don't care about the box. You don't wear the box. I care about the presentation. If you're gonna pause, you're gonna hit me over the head. Yes, I want the presentation. I want that hang tag. I want a real shoe tree. I want multiple laces. I want the comfort, the insoles, the materials, the QC. I want it all to be there. If you're gonna slap me with $255, I want all that.
Facts.
You're gonna slap me with $230. I want all that.
Preach.
There's no reason why we should be paying upward of $200 for a sneaker to have the glue stains all. And I get it. It's a GR, and every pair doesn't. I understand that, but the quality control still needs to be a little bit tighter. You know what I mean? Like, the material should be good. All that good stuff. If we're paying for it, right? Don't be cheaping out on the shoe, but the prices are going up.
Yep. Facts.
I know it sounds like a complaint. It kind of is. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, give the people a good product.
Legit. Facts. Preach.
Give the people a good product. Jay, do you want to go ahead and boogie, man? I ain't trying to hold you. I know it's 10:30 where you at. It's only 8:30 here.
Yeah, chat. Listen, man, I love y'all, man. Like, I really do appreciate everybody rocking with us in the building. Even if you ghost watching, man. Listen, sub up to my brother, Mr. Think. I'm possible, man. And if you want to, sub up to your boy Jay Elevate. But you guys are the true engine. You guys are the reason why we are here and why we constantly doing what we're doing. Like, share, subscribe for real fire free. I said free sneaker content. Come on now. You know the model. Peace.